Hello, happy Saturday. Sorry I'm a few minutes late. Hope everybody is having an awesome Saturday. So I have Donna's letter, and I want to thank Neverly reaching out to me today. And she was just like, this would be great to cover tonight. And so I just thought, yep, we'll push out Wendy a little bit because Wendy will always be there. And I'm really sorry that last night's live stream got deleted. It was amazing. So that was disappointing, but you know what? It's okay. I did put Luis Rivera's proffer in videos. I went ahead and just streamed that because I know a lot of y'all had commented that you wanted to go back and listen. And so that way you had it. That's the only thing I hate when you do the live stream and then you do something else in it. So it got taken down, I guess, because of the copyright with NBC. So then we lost all of that. So anyhow, it's all right. But without further ado, so I typed up the letter that Donna wrote to Harvey. And real quick, before we get into that, I want everybody to just type in the chat, like, are you new to the case? Are you not new? Because I know some channels, it can be intimidating if you're new and people are like, God, don't you know that? And I don't want it to be like that here. I really want anybody, whether it's your first time learning about it or you've, followed it since 2014, the Dan Markell murder. So, hallelujah. Hello, Joe Lawler, Judy D, Neverly, Kristen, good to see you, Patricia Foster, Christina, Happy Chaps, I like that, Christina. Do you say patriotic, patriot, I don't, I've always wondered, but I like it. Alan, Crash, Jessica, hi. Debbie, Alan, Jab, I don't want to miss anybody. Rabbit, Bless Mama, Debbie Martin, 3.5-year-old veteran. Yes, that is. Christina, Tennis Girl, YB, let's say Woe Wrench. It's cute. True Crime Wifey, Tracy Smith, Suzanne Simpson. I'm just making sure I'm not missing anybody. If I did, I apologize. Top Cat. All right. Awesome. So, if you're familiar with Donna, so she was arrested about a week after what Charlie was convicted. So that was November of 2023, and we all know she was going to go to Vietnam. And then originally she had hired Rashbaum, which was Charlie's attorney, and that didn't go so well. So the trial was delayed. It was supposed to be September of 24. My bags were packed. I was going. I've never attended a trial in my life. I've had I think 2 speeding tickets in my life, and my knees buckle when I go into a courthouse. So just thought y'all find that interesting. But it just kind of was like a bucket list item. I've read the book. I was so excited. I had been emailing with Steve Cohen of STS, and he had invited me they were doing like a book signing at that. So Mosaic was the restaurant where Wendy had lunch, and it's now like Hearth and Home, or you can tell me what it is, True Crime Wifey. I'm sorry. Hey, Writing Shotgun. So I was going to go there, and I couldn't wait. I was going to have her sign my book. And I won't get into the personal story, but I did lose a child in 2016. She was 2.5. She had been sick. So she was not shot like Dan, at 42. But as a mom, you just always can relate on some level with a mom that's lost a child, no matter the age. So I was really excited to meet Ruth. And then, of course, the trial got delayed because Rashbaum, there was conflict, and he had to resign the case. So it was all devastating. I mean, I was like really upset for weeks. I mean, it was awful. Even people at work were like, "Are you going to be okay?" Um, so this letter, so I'm just doing that to kind of lay all this out. This letter that Donna sent Harvey in August. So when she wrote this letter, I just want to put y'all in the frame of mind. When she wrote this, she's literally thinking she's about to go to trial. Okay. And I really wanted to like edit it and put in like all my fun graphics and stuff, but I didn't have the time. I'm going to have to share, I think, a PDF screen, but hold on. I just want to make sure. Oh, okay. All right. So okay. Can y'all just like do a thumbs up that you can see this on the screen? I'm guessing you can, because I can see it. Let me tell you, StreamYard, I just want to say shout out to all the people that use it, and they make it look just so easy, because I'm getting the hang of it, but it's not super easy. Okay, y'all can see it. Great. All right, so I typed it up, as I mentioned. So, and I just put this header on it because I thought it was funny. And I highlighted some things that just kind of stood out to me. So some of you are probably followers of Patty's channel, and she's been showing the Viroscope analysis, which I have just found fascinating. I'm a sales director, and I meet with a lot of families. I manage a team, and just dealing with a lot of different personalities. So I just find it fascinating, especially in the true crime world. But I highlighted some things that stood out to me, so I'll read it. From the jail cell of Donna Adelson, August 10th, 2024, to Harvey. So again, this is about a month before her trial was to start in Tallahassee the first time. So keep in mind the Markel boys, and that's what I will call them, they were almost 14 and 15 when she wrote this letter. Okay, so all right, so this was all released last night on the Dateline special. I guess this was like the one new piece of information that was exclusive to them. First day of school, ... This will be the first time that I don't get to see the boys and take pictures on their first day of school. Okay, that alone, I just think that's so weird with teenagers. I mean, y'all know I have a son that's in his 20s. I mean, my parents weren't over taking pictures when he was, I mean, first day of school, that's for the parent. I think that's bizarre. But, you know, again, they were raising them. It breaks my heart that I can't see them or even pictures with them on this special day. Please tell them that I'll be thinking about them and wishing them both a good start to their school year. They had a fun summer with activities, camp, and friends, and now it's time to get to work! Exclamation point. Which is so her, right? High pressure mom. We heard that from Rob in the trial. You know, being a doctor, that was the one thing I think he said that she was pleased with, and that she didn't like that Wendy was a lawyer. Please tell them if I get a fair trial, okay, classic victim, I'll get out of jail and come to see them in Austin. If not, I want them to do the best they can because that will make me happy. Again, it's all about her. How about saying, I want the boys to do what they want to do, right? If the state convicts me like they did to their uncle for a crime I had no part in. So I think it's interesting. So I'm going back to that Viroscope analysis. For a crime I had no part in. She's kind of trying to distance herself, you know, not from the death of their father, right? That's very personal. So to me, I find this very telling. I want them to remember all the fun things we did together. I do not want them to visit me in prison. I just want them to remember the good times. Yeah, I mean, it would have been nice if they could have had memories with their dad. If I don't get out, then hopefully I die soon so that no one remembers me in prison garb behind bars. So while she's acting like this letter's about them and the first day of school, it's all about her. That's not what I want. Please remember this. I'm holding on the best I can. Every day is a challenge. I believe that I should come home, but I'm realistic too. We all saw the 2-hour deliberation and the decision to put my son behind bars for life. This is still Tallahassee. Kappelman is still the hometown Southern sweetheart prosecutor who's gotten convictions on everyone in this case. Yeah, it's because everybody's guilty. She just wants another notch in her belt. She doesn't care about the truth. This is vigilante justice, which I'm pretty sure isn't that the phrase she used in her sentencing letter or whatever. And these jurors have to go back to their friends, neighbors, and coworkers and explain why they wouldn't convict another Adelson. It's easier to just convict and be done. So again, blaming it's everybody else's fault other than hers. Thank you for being strong and hanging in there with me. I love you more than you can imagine. Thank you for being you. I love you so much. Donna Sue. So, all right. I'll remove that, but I want to highlight some of y'all's comments. So now we'll go through and read them because I can't read a letter and do comments at the same time. So I'm just curious what y'all thought. Oh, awesome, Susan. You started watching 3 months ago. Well, cool. Well, anything you want to ask, you got a lot of experts here, and we're not going to judge because we all have to learn. We listen and we don't judge. Oh, awesome, Tracy. You started watching during Donna's trial? Neverly, 2 years. Awesome. Oh, Top Cat, you're like, that's old school. Sigfredo and Katie's first trial. What was that? 2019? That's impressive. Oh, Nothing Bird, you watched the Dateline episode today? I can't wait to hear what everybody here thinks about it. Happy Yogi, you couldn't watch it. You're in Australia. Very sad. Any tips? Love your videos. Been following the story for years. I think it'll be out. I mean, I think it'll probably be out soon, maybe on a podcast or something. But I did see somebody live streaming it on TikTok today. Like he had it playing and he was sitting there. But I don't know. I'll announce it if I see it anywhere. Hi from Texas. I have family in Texas. Hey, Spill. Good to see you. Writing. Good evening. I appreciate the likes. Thank y'all. I was really bummed we lost that one last night. Oh, like maniac. Patriotic. Patriotic? It doesn't roll easily for me. Don't feel bad. I'm in the U.S. and couldn't access Dateline last night. Jab, I followed the Professor Dan Markel case since before Charlie was arrested. I'm passionately, intimately invested. I agree. Oh, Spill, you're welcome. A lot of these people, I'm just trusting that y'all will be good mods because I've seen y'all in chats for years. Yeah, no parking ticket for Donna yet. Did she ever get a moving violations ticket? Who knows? She's... Oh, Hearth and Soul, True Crime Wifey. That was where Mosaic used to be. And that's where I was so excited I was going to get to meet Ruth. And it was devastating. Oh, thank you. I had bought like all new outfits and sweaters because I heard the courtroom was cold. I still have sweaters with tags on them because I'm normally super hot natured, but everyone had said it was freezing. Christina, I've been following the case since the beginning. Oh, you've been in the dental world. Very cool. There is a lot with dentists. Wasn't the other one going on in Colorado, I think? Hey, John Smith. Oh, I haven't checked my Gmail. I need to. Yeah, is anybody here familiar with the Adelson's dentistry practice? The Adelson Institute, excuse me. The email was interesting. Yeah. I want to hear what y'all think. Is she saying that she saw the first day at school at 12 and 13, right? When she wrote that, I'm like, the boys were teenagers, and y'all know how teenagers are, girl or boy. I mean, they want nothing to do with a first day of school picture, especially like at high school age. Of course, that would have been the first year that they were, well, they would have been in Austin, but she was in prison, so, or jail. Yeah, I know, right? She's just the victim. I wonder if she still feels that way, though, that she doesn't want them to visit. I mean, I wouldn't want my family to see me like that, but yeah, I agree, True Crime Wifey. She thinks she's their mom. But, we heard on the wiretap calls, and we'll go through and play a lot of these things next weeks and things for new people to the case, and even old people. We love to re-listen to it. And every time you can hear the kids in the background. She's like, brush your teeth. Oh, we're going to piano lessons. Oh, we're going to tennis. Oh, I'm at the park pushing them on the swing. And they dropped everything really just so that Wendy could go live the life. Yep, exactly. Yep, exactly. That stood out to me too, Kristen. Too many I's and my's. And that's something we've learned from Veroscope. And if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, just type VEROSCOPE, or maybe True Crime Wifey or any of the mods can put it in the chat. It's a really cool channel. They do forensic linguistics, I think. Might be saying that wrong. Yeah, get those A's. I just imagine it was a rough house, and I think those kids had a lot of pressure. I'm not making excuses for them because, obviously Rob turned out lovely, but I think Harvey had a huge temper and nobody wanted to rattle him. We've kind of gotten a hint on that on calls. And Donna she wanted the kids to be shining stars and the best. I love taking my sons in the beginning. Aw. Yeah, I know. I love the first day of school pictures too. I just found one of my son. He had a big old braces smile. So cute. She said the same thing to Wendy. I can't remember the exact quote. I'm the person my mom wanted me to be. Yeah, was that in that writing class podcast? I think it might have been. Oh, absolutely, True Crime Wifey. This kind of pressure drives children crazy. How about having fun? Yeah, yes, it's a balance, right? You're not supposed to be their friend. You're supposed to be their parent, but I think Donna, she wanted a codependence. Like she wanted that. Yeah, photos at that age embarrassed my kids. I know. We had a portrait of my son who's now in his 20s, but he was like 1, and I'm holding him as a baby, and you could just see a little bit of his bottom, and he made us take it off the wall, and it's still like in the attic. It just embarrasses him. Yeah, Audrey. Hi. Oh my God, this bitch. It's all about her still. Yep. So this makes me wonder something, and Spill, you might know this. Since Dateline got that letter, then is anything that goes through the jail mail email thing, is any of that like FOIA stuff? Like, how did Dateline get that? That's what I want to know. Because, we're not getting Donna's phone calls because that's not evidence. The reason we got Charlie's because it was discovery for Donna. Oh, I love this. The one and only thing left on W72841's to-do list is gaslighting. Yeah, boys. Yep. As if wearing prison garb is her greatest and most shameful sin. Yep. Very manipulative. I mean, I'll tell you what's sinful is that freaking hair of hers. In prison, you can buy hair dye, and I hope she does. Just saying. I want to circle the I, my, and me's. I know, Kristen. I did too. I was like, well, I'll just highlight some. I really had planned to create a great video in CapCut, and I ran out of time. My son. I thought that was interesting too. That's why I highlighted that. Why didn't she say our son? I thought that was really strange. Hey, Net Detective. I've also got something else I was going to share with y'all too. The boys would have done all the activities she wanted to do. Yeah. I will say from what I've seen of the boys, they do seem to be involved in good things, which I don't know. It's so sad that the boys are using Estrada instead of Markel. I know. And I'm just still very curious about if there's an adoption. I know a lot of people don't think they could do that and get the Social Security money, but from what I've researched, I think they could, but I don't know. But I can tell you this, when Wendy is arrested, I would say 99% sure that George will keep custody of them. I mean, they've got to have something in place, like a guardian or something. But those boys, I mean, they're like 16 years old. They're going to tell the court what they want. They listen to that. Yeah, true crime wifey, that's the truth. George is too classy to put notches on her belt. Yeah. George is awesome. I'd love to see her closet. Yeah, vigilante justice, concealed confession, and the crime. She calls it the crime. See, to me, that is consciousness of guilt. What's the letter? I can read it again a little faster if y'all want me to. And then I've got the podcast that Orrin Snyder spoke on, who is the Markel's attorney, the one that everybody's all worked up, and he said, oh, he thinks it's over. And to hear it, it's just different than reading the transcript. And I want to go into that, but I thought we'd finish this. Yeah, tennis girl, she is sick. Yeah, accountability. Yeah, I mean, Donna just still trying to have all this control. Oh, yeah, that was fun. Too bad it got deleted, but it was fun. I'm hoping she wrote letters about Wendy. Yeah, she tends to, I think, want to stay off that topic. But everyone knows it's Wendy. Do y'all sing that all the time now? Because, I want to mention something about my shorts. So some of y'all, not like shorts that I wear, like my short videos, y'all were mentioning you were having a hard time commenting. So I did look. I went into my YouTube studio and it was saying moderation is basic. So anything that it tries to, remove bullying comments, but it's just like if people wrote, yeah, she's such a bitch or something like that. And so I changed it to have no filter on it, but then it's still like it defaults back to the basic unless every time I upload a short, I remember. So if y'all want to try, like those of you that have been having problems with it, like my last 4 or 5 shorts, I changed the setting on there. So let me know if that helped. And I've even had some issues when I try to comment back to some people. So if that doesn't work, then I don't know. Then I'm going to I think everything's a conspiracy theory. So yeah, this is Donna's letter to Harvey. True crime wife, he's been following it forever. She lives there. Yeah, I'm behind too. Your husband wants to watch it. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, I thought the first hour was like, okay, but I also was thinking about what Phil Markel said. He said to Wendy recently You know what would be nice, and we'll arrange for it, AKA pay for it, for you and the boys to come to Canada so that they can see where their dad grew up and to see his grave. And she said that will never happen. Wow. I'm still speechless about it. You're trying to follow who puts videos up? I put videos up, but I don't have a video at the moment. But, yeah, I know. But at least they've got 5 convictions. I mean, I was watching some of Wendy's police interview today, too, at the very, very, very end. And there's a lot, like, in the last 5 minutes. I think I'm going to put that video up, too. But she's, like, quizzing that Sarah girl, the victim advocate. And she said, so, I mean, you think they'll solve this? They'll solve it, right? Like, they'll find out? I mean, do people ever just get away with it? Very interesting. Writing, you'll enjoy it. Sign up for a free trial on Peacock if you want to see the episode. Oh, that's cool. I might do that to rewatch it. Hey, Happy Yogi, and is it Tattletales? That's a cute name. My husband watched it with me. He wasn't familiar with the case. He said how crazy it is. Yeah, I mean, my husband, he's heard about this forever, but he said, well, first he's like, well, Wendy's an attorney. I mean, they probably just don't have enough on her. I said, oh, you don't even know what you're talking about. But with Donna, he said that woman deserves to rot in prison. So I was like, yep. Yeah, it's not going to be on Dateline yet, Renee, but Spill said to go download Peacock and get a free trial. If you're in the U.S., I know every country's different, and I only know this because last year we were out of the country, and I downloaded all these different YouTube videos for the plane ride home, and none of them worked because it was a different country. It was different rules, right? Who would have known? Oh, tennis, you're welcome. Yeah, I enjoyed seeing the Markells too. Someone else confirmed. Do y'all think that footage of Georgia was old footage? I didn't feel like that was a new interview. It felt like it was some that they've used. I mean, I know they've done 3 other episodes. Scotland's freezing. Oh, hi, Truth Seeker. That's a good one. Oh, Rash Bomb. Oh, Spill, he's not going to miss a moment. But I guess, I don't know. I know. I thought it was kind of funny, but I wonder why he did that. It is kind of interesting. Maybe just because he's like, yeah, the bar didn't do anything to me. I don't know. Yeah, Jab, I agree. I was happy Dateline further exposed it. And it was powerful what Phil Markel said. I mean, for her to say that'll never happen, that to me is so hateful. And that's everything those boys need to know. There's just, my husband was like, there's just no telling the toxicity and poison that they've been told their life. Yeah, as if the boys cared grandma wasn't there for the first day of school. Yeah, really, yeah. Probably a little more concerned that grandmom's in jail for the murder of their dad. Well said. Dan's father is on the phone with Wendy. Phil, so that will never happen. Yeah. Kristen, that's funny. Yeah, teenagers are embarrassed by things to not even be embarrassed about, right? I mean, I was embarrassed if my parents were like too early in the carpool line. I mean, it's just like stupid stuff, It's just hard. They're going through puberty. Circle the I's in a letter, and you can see how self-centered someone is. Yeah, I was thinking that too. Tiger grandmom. I was kind of thinking that myself. It's a really good point. Yeah, Periscope is amazing. Oh, thanks, pesky kid. Everyone's vile except for Rob. I agree. So should I read the letter again? I know I kind of flew through it. I had planned to play it and pause it because I recorded a video of me reading it. And I loaded it. I did what True Crime Wifey told me to do, and I loaded it as a private YouTube video, but it's not showing in my library. So I'm just about to give up. Dateline said they got it exclusively. I know, but how did they get that? I mean, wouldn't that be considered like, well, not privileged, but I mean, it's her email to her husband. I'm just curious. Oh, you think it was evidenced? Yeah, somebody just missed it. Oh, maybe it was one of the 10,000 emails. Oh. I hope the prosecution team follows through. Yeah, I think Georgia Kappelman could write the Veriscope AI model. I mean, oh, yeah. The Louvre thieves. I heard about that. I don't know. Well, Debbie Martin, a lot of people look good with gray, but Donna doesn't. Yeah, they usually don't share emails. Use Skittles to make hair dye in prison. Isn't that what Lori Vallow did for lipstick? Or was it Kool-Aid packets or something? Whose hair? Donna. Donna will be fine in prison. I don't know if any of y'all watched the Melody Ferris trial, the lady that burned her husband in a burn pit. That was wild. And her attorneys were on court TV after she was found guilty, and they were like, oh, she'll do fine in prison. I mean, you want to talk about a rough woman and a whore. I mean, she had a diaphragm, was having sex at the Motel 6. It was wild. Oh, yeah, there was that investigation with the jailhouse snitches. So that brings up a point, too. I mean, why? I mean, if Harvey was sending Zelle payments and trying to bribe these people, why aren't they going to? Maybe they are coming after Harvey. The thing is, you really want them all to have a first-degree charge because then they can't get out on bond. So I know we're all like, oh, bring him in for tax evasion or whatever, but I mean, he would just bond out. I don't know if anyone's thought about that, but. Oh, Georgia knew. I think Georgia is very smart. And oh, what about that? We just learned that Ruth Markel, they've had to send gifts to the lawyer. So what do? Send them to Lauro, and then Lauro ships them to Wendy? That is just awful. True Crime Wifey. I still think Ben is out of the country or a different area for boarding school. There's a jail call where Donna discusses catching a plane for school. It's a really good point. Hey, if you can find that jail call, I mean, I know like you're just going to go pull it up, but post it, we'll play it. I think it was Jackie that said, you're still Miss Adelson, right? Because I caught on to that and posted, and people were like, yeah, you're stupid, and Jackie she's an idiot. And I also noticed this trial, Wendy was wearing a gold ring on her left hand. Now, it was the middle finger, but to me, that really stood out. Did anybody else? Oh, go slower. Read it slower. Okay, sorry, I'm fast. Oh, read the letter slower? Is that what you're saying? All right, I'm going to read the letter slower. Y'all hang on. All right. I had to type in big font. August 10th, 2024. She wrote this to Harvey. So the boys were 14 and 15. This is what the letter started with. First day of school. This will be the first time that I don't get to see the boys. and take pictures on their first day of school. It breaks my heart that I can't see them or even pictures with them on this special day. Please tell them that I'll be thinking about them and wishing them both a good start to their school year. They had a fun summer with activities, camp, and friends, and now it's time to get to work. Please tell them if I get a fair trial, I'll get out of jail and come to see them in Austin. If not, I want them to do the best they can because that will make me happy. If the state convicts me, like they did to their uncle, for a crime I had no part in, I want them to remember all the fun things we did together. I do not want them to visit me in prison. I just want them to remember the good times. If I don't get out, then hopefully I die soon so that no one remembers me in prison garb behind bars. That's not what I want. Please remember this. I'm holding on the best I can. Every day is a challenge. I believe that I should come home, but I'm realistic too. We all saw the 2-hour deliberation and the decision to put my son behind bars for life. This is still Tallahassee. Kappelman is still the hometown Southern sweetheart prosecutor who's gotten convictions on everyone in this case. She just wants another notch in her belt. She doesn't care about the truth. This is vigilante justice. And these jurors have to go back to their friends, neighbors, and coworkers and explain why they wouldn't convict another Adelson. It's easier to just convict and be done. Thank you for being strong and hanging in there with me. I love you more than you can imagine. Thank you for being you. I love you so much. Donna, Sue. Oof. So, I'll leave that up there. Oh yeah, okay. I'm gonna play the Snyder thing. You still can't comment? Well, I don't know. I'm about to. Maybe YouTube put me in timeout for the copyright. I don't know. I just turned on court TV. It has the victim to verdict. Oh. All right. I read that. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how that's going to work with if the Markells will get visits. Was that last night that we heard it? Or no, I think it was Ruth's interview with Carl Steinbeck, and she said that they spoke with, and now I forget which one, who has the birthday. The one in October. So was it Lincoln's birthday? Was on October 13th, the day of the sentencing. So they spoke with him the week before, or maybe it's been, I might be mixed up. But, and the other one they talked to in the summer, which is horrible. Oh, awesome, Neverly. Yeah, it was old footage of Georgia. Okay, I'm way behind. All right, so I'm going to play this podcast, or this little, it's like 10 minutes, maybe 5 minutes. But yeah, I'll probably get this taken down too. Let me, hold on a second. I gotta share it. I already have it pulled up though. make sure y'all can see it. So this whole interview is about an hour, but I just went ahead and put it to the point where the guy doing the interview asked him about the Dan Markel case.
So I find time for that as well. And I don't watch a lot of TV and try to be very efficient. And I'm a fast writer as well. I wrote the whole book on my phone, by the way.
Wow. Well, that's amazing. So let me ask you about something different. One case of yours that has been very important to me personally is your representation of the Markel family in the wake of the horrific murder of Professor Dan Markel, who was a friend of mine. And this is a pro bono case. You've done a lot of great pro bono over your career, but this one stands out to me for obvious reasons. How did you come to get involved in that case?
It's a good question, and it's been asked of me a lot. And I haven't really talked too much about it, but I will, since you have been such a supporter of the family and also obviously knew Dan as well.
Okay, so just real quick. Thanks, Mr. C, for the tip. I'll try it. Just so y'all know, so Dan Markel was dating Amy Adler. Okay, very, very wealthy family. That Adler's home in the Hamptons. She's an attorney, teaches law, art law. I don't even know how to explain it. And then her brother, Jonathan Adler, famous designer, who's been on TV. And so Orrin Snyder, the attorney speaking, is good friends with Amy Adler. And so he took on the Markel case pro bono. Okay. So I think in the beginning, it was probably a little bit more involved, but I just kind of wanted to set the stage there.
It's interesting. I never met Dan. I was scheduled to meet Dan, but I never met Dan. But everyone who knew him loved him. He was beloved. And he was a law professor at the University of Florida in Tallahassee, graduated from Harvard Law School, and decided instead of going into big law to become a constitutional and criminal law scholar. And he had two beautiful boys and an ex-wife. I got a phone call from Dan's friend, then girlfriend, Amy Adler, who's a professor of law at NYU. Amy and I are friends. And she said, Dan's been shot. Oh my goodness, Dan's been shot. Can you help the family? And I said, of course. There wasn't a hesitation. There wasn't a equivocation. There wasn't even a thought, just a response. Of course, not knowing what that would entail. And so Dan was assassinated in the driveway of his home, and a number of juries have heard cases and decided that through their verdicts that there was a conspiracy, that the family of his ex-wife, the Adelson family, Adelson, in particular, the mother and the brother.
Did he say University of Florida? I didn't even catch that. But that would definitely, I know, bother FSU folks, but I didn't even catch it.
Conspired to hire hitmen to have Dan assassinated, which is what happened. And it's a sordid, tragic tale that is at once horrific and at the same time almost unbelievable to think it would and could have happened in this situation. What started out as a representation with no true assignment or definition became more than a decade of supporting the family in their pursuit of justice, which was long winding and delayed, but ultimately justice served. The prosecutors in Tallahassee were incredibly dogged, personally committed.
Now, see, as I'm listening to him, it just doesn't sound like he has been as much in touch with them lately. So that's why I think the statement is said, but I think a lot more was made of it than really should have been.
Professionally excellent. And I'll just say this. We, as lawyers for Dan's surviving parents, Ruth and Phil, and sister, provided support to the local authorities
Sounds good. Salt and
in
pepper.
their investigation and in advocating for additional federal resources to ultimately conduct the investigation that was necessary to bring to justice both the hitmen, who then flipped on the middle woman, the middleman, who then got convicted, and flipped on the brother, who then got convicted, and ultimately the mother-in-law of Dan. She was convicted a couple of weeks ago by a jury unanimously, and will spend hopefully the rest of her life in jail. The tragedy is not just Dan not living beyond his early years and robbing his own family of his company, but his two sons.
Yeah.
I mean, who will grow up knowing that his grandmother and uncle conspired to have their father killed. It's unfathomable. Out of the process came legislation in Florida that gave grandparental rights, because the alienation of affection between the kids and his parents started before even the body was cold, and they were denied access to their grandchildren. And now there's a law
I agree, Mr.
that says in these kinds of circumstances, it's called the Markel law, grandparents do have those rights. But sometimes in life, tragedy has no warning and
Definitely
no neat explanation or solace. It's just sits there like a reminder of not only the fragility of life, but also, if anything, a reminder to make the most of life, because you could be sitting in your driveway and the next day have two assassins shoot you in the head. In fact, they were so cheap that they hired first-time assassins who didn't know how to commit an assassination, and they shot poor Dan in the head, and it took him 20 hours to die because they weren't
20
even
hours.
good
That's not even accurate.
at the art of assassination.
So one last question on this topic. You mentioned the recent conviction of Donna Adelson, Dan's former mother-in-law. Do you think we've reached the end of the road in this case, or are you expecting more charges? Because a lot of people are wondering that.
I don't have any insight into that, and I'm not being coy or circumspect.
Now, see, I want y'all to hear that. The interviewer asked him, do you think it's end of the road? Okay, so he kind of put the words in his mouth. So, which I didn't realize, because all I had done was read the statement.
To avoid an answer, but I think we're probably at the end of the road, is my guess.
One last question on a totally unrelated topic before we go to my speed round.
Okay. Did y'all like that? I was excited when I found that today, when I could actually, because I had read the transcript but had not heard it. Yeah, it was 11 hours. But what I'm saying is, I mean, bless Orrin Snyder for doing that pro bono and everything. It's just, I just don't think he really knows. And a lot of people are like, nope, they've said that's it. I'm like, that's not what's been said. And in fact, when Carl ended the interview with Ruth the other night, he said, hey, maybe I'll see you at the next trial in Tallahassee. And she went, yeah. So I'm just saying, that's my take. Yeah, I agree, True Crime Wifey. Snyder isn't too informed. It's okay. Georgia and FBI, keep it close to the vest. I agree. More stupid than cheap. Charlie knew a very short time. But Beach Bum, do you think it still sounded that way? Because the guy doing the interview asked it. And I don't think Orrin, what I'm saying is, I don't think he's been as involved with it lately. Yeah, Harvey is cheap. Oh, you're welcome. I thought the audio was good too. It just, it gives a better picture of it. kind of thinking. Y'all just hang on a second. You can chat amongst yourself. I'm trying to pull something up. All right. What I thought we could do is play a jail call just for a little bit. And then I set a another live stream for the Wendy testimony. We won't do all of that tonight because it's 3 hours in Charlie's trial. But what I thought was it's just easier for like the library of videos. So if somebody wants to look, it's not like, oh, wait, they talked about Orange Niner and Donna's letter and then Wendy. And then I just have a separate link for Wendy. But I thought we could do a jail call. These never get old to me. I can't tell y'all how many times I've fallen asleep to them. So this is going to be one of the first calls, if not the first call, that Donna and Charlie and Harvey have after conviction. Wait, what did you say? Do I have George's post-trial interview? Yeah, I can look for that too.
The calls in this video were made on November 6, 2023, the day of Charlie Adelson's conviction. Charlie was convicted of the murder for hire of his sister Wendy's ex-husband, Dan Markell. Charlie and Wendy's mother, Donna, has also been arrested and charged in the connection with the murder. If you want more details about this case, you can pause and read the brief summary in this video's description. This video contains 5 calls that Charlie made to his mom and dad on the day of his conviction. Take a listen.
Hello, this is a prepaid collect call from Charlie, an incarcerated individual at the Leon County Jail. This call is not private. It will be recorded and may be monitored. Thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Hey.
Hey, Charlie. Charlie.
How are you guys?
Okay. We're still talking to you, so that's good. We're still talking.
Sorry. I didn't say anything. Don't even say anything. It is what it is.
They didn't give you a chance. They had their minds made up. You don't walk out 3 hours.
No, trust me, it is. I knew what jurors like, and I knew what I had when I was up here. I knew what I was dealing with.
Look,
Look, it is what it is.
Have you spoken to Dan since you left?
No, I called you.
Okay.
Should I call him?
Yeah, there's something that he told us. You need to talk to him. You need to ask him what to tell my parents.
Yeah.
I mean, listen to Donna. Have you talked to Dan? There's something he needs to tell you. Just Charlie was just convicted. I mean, she just can't imagine that the Adelsons have lost.
No. I'm going to talk to him, but I'll call you in a little bit. To take it there, relax. Not getting upset, not going to change anything. So I'm going to get you checked.
All right. Call Dan and ask him to tell you what he told us, okay?
Listen, I'm fine. Just take something to relax, okay?
All right, we're going to be okay, Charlie. Just please give Dan a call and call us back later, okay?
Yeah. tell Mom to take something and relax. I'm not.
I will.
I know what I was dealing with. You
Yeah.
can take something, go crazy and get upset.
Okay.
What's wrong?
Okay. I love you. We talk a little bit later. Okay.
I got full power on my phone, but I'll call you guys in a little bit tonight. And that's,
All right, just call Dan first, okay?
I'm going to call her in a little bit, but I'm calling Dan first, okay?
Okay.
Love you guys.
Love you, Charlie.
The caller has hung up.
Hey, guys.
Hi, Charlie.
So,
You spoke to Dan?
I'm like, been there for a while. Been there for a long time. He was okay. He was trying to get to go eat to get out of the road. He stayed on it for a long time. And he said he was going to call you guys when I got off the phone with him. So I was going to call you in a little bit.
Yeah, he did.
He did.
We were able to get through debris.
I still was pretty. Roller has like fallen asleep in her lap.
Okay.
She's like, when I was in a roller, I'm like, just don't say anything to him yet. There's no reason to.
No.
Yeah, I can't handle that. That's the honestly the only thing.
No. I know. You don't have to do that.
No. I mean, honestly, the only thing I really wanted to do is just dad in my life. Just be a dad, have a son.
I know. Believe me, I know.
What he did told him the bill was worthless.
I mean, when I was with Brianna,
Your
I
grandma,
was
if
I
Dan
dated her for 6 weeks. I found out she was pregnant 6 weeks after we'd broken up. And I was like, no, I want to keep it. I want to be a dad.
I know you do.
Yeah. I know, Charlie. I know.
Yeah, that's right. Donna can't call Charlie. They'll never talk again.
Take a deep breath, Charlie, please.
But honestly, I'm like, I don't know if I'm in a state of shock.
Yeah, you're in shock.
Kristen, I think I remember with Annie Cunningham, I know she said that they offered their, Naples condo or something to Donna and Harvey to watch the trial. But didn't they say then they went back to their Miami place for like the last day or so? I could be wrong, but I kind of remember that.
We're all in shock.
Yeah.
All in shock.
I had a feeling though, so it's not like, listen, I've been up in Tallahassee for a year and a half. I mean, I got a taste for how big this case was. I had no idea. There was no way in hell I was ever going to get a fair trial up here. No,
but that's
way in hell.
No.
Listen, even with the jury consultants, they ended up using X's on people that were like fucking horrible. Like not even like selection. It was just like get the people off that you like. I mean, honestly, I sat there and like the same people that I said let's X off our jury. To be honest with you, were the same people the jury consultants were like, yeah, you can't have these people on your jury. So it wasn't even like picking good people. It was about just keeping the fucking horrible ones off that we couldn't have come on. There was no like, every time I said, oh, this one, I had the same numbers down that we had to get rid of that we had on the paper that we had to get rid of. There was no,
I know. It was, listen, these people didn't deliberate. We know what happened. They were decided before they went back, filled out their papers, and came out. That's not a deliberation. They looked at
a couple things. Got on it. They probably ate for an hour and then talked about some stuff. Went through this paperwork, filled it out. Because they went all the way to like I guess 1:30 with the opening stuff. And they probably took lunch till 2:30.
Yeah. They didn't deliberate. They did nothing.
No.
They did absolutely nothing.
When they came in and I saw when they came in this morning and nobody looked at me, I knew they'd already made up their mind.
Yeah.
Listen to all that noise in the background. That would
sometimes
send me over the edge.
Sometimes I wish I went with my gut instinct for life.
Dan did a great job. You spoke well. They listened to nothing. Absolutely nothing.
No, they
Nothing
cut and
Dan
pasted
said.
emails, they cut and pasted lines from text messages and gave us their own meaning, you know, like, oh, kissy face, oh, like.
That's not what they did. Oh, it's a mistake.
Yeah,
like it's nothing.
It was like, I don't know, it was like like they dressed it up into something it wasn't. They just, I don't want to talk about it. It's just, I'm in shock. I'm partly in shock, partly not surprised, partly just certain things that I don't want to go into, but I just wish I went with my gut instinct. My gut instinct was not. I wish I would have gone with my gut more in life. What it's about, right? So you guys take care of yourself. I mean, I'm not saying I needed you guys getting sick out there. One more thing on my head.
Yeah, no.
Yes, I don't have much. You know, I don't really have much in life anymore. So it was something happened to you guys.
Well,
See.
we'll be fine.
We'll stay tough for you, Charlie. We'll stay tough.
You know, like come see me. You know, I can. Kind of know what it's going to be like, but I did ask Dan. I said, could they put me in? Could they maybe get me in some protective? It's called protective management. Where people are like that. I guess have high profile cases or people that are like police officers. When they go into custody, they put them in certain areas, but they can't put them in general population. I heard there's camps that
Very
like
true.
that. I'm in shock. He said they're going to work on that. They're going to work on the appeal.
Right.
I mean, listen, it's such a high profile, you know, it's like you have to get an appellate lawyer. It's such a high profile case that, I mean, listen.
Charlie thinks he's cool because he's high profile.
Listen, I think I did. There was about 45 out there. And,
let's see what develops. Just let's be patient.
Yeah, well, trust me, the judge gave these people plenty of warnings. I'm sure they followed their little instructions.
I'm sure they did. Yeah.
So listen, these are people who took a capital. These are all people from Tallahassee. There's no way there's no way if they're a rock. There's no way you don't know about this case.
There's a lot of people that don't know.
This is the biggest. This is like this is the biggest case they've had up here since the 80s. This was,
Charlie, they weren't listening. They weren't listening to anything because if they had a brain and they were listening, it was very clear.
Yeah,
but
they
don't listen. They just go. They just do. They don't listen.
Yeah, and they're hammered with someone like Georgia Kaplan, who makes it real simple for them.
She didn't even. She had no evidence. She had nothing.
No. They had emails. Look at the emails. Oh, look at the emails. Which
the emails that never mentions anything about danger or violence.
I trust me. I know it's not how they're domination. Therefore, they use it to paint a different picture. To paint a picture. You know, I mean, Jesus Christ, they made a deal about me calling the home line I've had since 1979. Like, you only lived there for 3 months in 2014. So you're only there 90 days in 14. They were going to charge going to 16. Well, yeah, it's because the house was sold in 15, and you're only there 90 days. I mean, there's nothing special about calling my home phone. But they put up a pie chart, and they made it look like there was something very suspicious about calling you at home.
Yeah.
That was too, Joe.
It's just they painted a picture without evidence. That's what they did.
Yeah, they literally, they had a theory. I don't know what to talk about anymore.
Yeah, there's no point.
We'll talk
There's
about
no
it.
point
We
right
will
now.
again in 2 minutes.
No, I
Hang in there.
can't really talk about it. Even though this is a calling on a landline.
Yeah,
Right.
I know.
Right.
All right.
So it's only for the night that they moved me over to E1 because when you get convicted, they notice sentences like this. They
I'm not
wonder, like,
say that again. They're moving you?
no, they already did. When I came back to the jail, like, I had to roll up my stuff and they moved me to E1.
And
But
what
they
is that?
let me keep my clothes. I'm not in my regular cell anymore. They have me in a suicide cell.
Is it your own cell?
Yeah, it's my own cell.
Yeah, it's a private room, Donna.
Go on the wall and shit on the ceiling. I can't see the glass. It's got a video camera.
When these calls came out, that is all I could say. There's blood on the walls and shit on the ceiling. I mean, that was like all I could say all the time. It was my little line, but I hadn't heard that in a while.
People fucking screaming.
I know, I hear them.
And I'm just like in my little cell, like a solitary green cell with lights on. I can't see out. Like I said to the officer, put me in here. I'm like, listen, I'm not suicidal. But I guess whenever you're convicted and stuff, they put them in one of these for observation. The chief of the prison can come talk to me tomorrow. They're going to have a therapist come talk to me tomorrow. I'm not suicidal. You can't leave me in here that long. You're crazy when you self. They know they can talk to you in the morning. I'll probably get moved back to my pod and back to myself. Just do this, I guess, precautionary thing.
Yeah. Oh, God.
That's what they sometimes, right?
Not even believable. Unbelievable.
I don't want to say no way to anybody with a fellow player. This case is so big. It is so publicized. So this isn't some guy trying to get an appeal on the case. This was like what had to be up here. They had live coverage.
Yeah, if you think about it, if Harvey gets arrested or tied to this, which he should be, then none of them will talk to each other ever again. I mean, unless Harvey was acquitted, because Donna and Charlie, they're co-conspirators, right? So they're not allowed to talk. And of course, Wendy won't talk to anybody because that's what Laura says or whatever.
They had, they pull out all the stops. It's not something.
I know. I know what they're
not making a mistake. You know what I mean? It's not like, we thought for some minutes you got started back on appeal, or the judge made a super ruling. They were dotting every I and crossing every T. I love you guys.
I love you, Charlie.
I love you, Charlie.
I love you,
I love my
Get through
whole heart.
tonight and get
Please.
through tomorrow, and just call us anytime, please, okay?
Yeah, no, let's take something so you don't end up having a heart attack tonight, okay?
Okay, the Xannies.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Listen, I love you guys a lot, okay?
I love you too.
I love you, Charlie. My whole heart. I love you.
See, right here, this is why I don't think Charlie will roll on Wendy until Donna and Harvey are dead. Because he has always sought their approval. And that's what this was all about, in my opinion. And I just don't think he would want to disappoint or throw them under. That's just my opinion. I don't know. Y'all can tell me what you think, but ooh.
Yeah, please. I love you.
Understand, just take care of Roman for me and keep an eye out for him.
You know I will.
We will.
I know it.
And then,
Yeah, from Vietnam.
By the way, I wrote Ben like a month ago. He never wrote me back.
I don't. I'll find out.
Yeah. All
They
that.
don't like
No,
that.
that's it. Yeah, no. How's Wendy doing?
I can't talk to her. I don't know. I don't know.
You haven't talked to her?
I did not talk to her. I can't do it. I can't talk to her. Anybody else but you, good fan.
Yeah.
True, Mr. C.
Listen, I love you guys a lot, okay? Everything's gonna be fine. I'm gonna be strong.
I know you will.
And Dan's gonna look out for me. They're gonna try to. I already told them, so don't harass them about it because I've already spoken to them, said it twice, and they said they're definitely gonna look into it and do what they can.
Exactly. I know. I know. Say that
I
again.
hope so.
Yeah, about the protective, trying to get me into the protective management because of the
Right.
publicity on the case.
Right.
And look, I don't want you guys. I know you're upset. I just don't want you guys getting sick over this.
We won't. We won't. You just be strong, okay? And it will be fine.
Yeah. You're strong.
I've
We'll
been
be
dealing with this for how many years now? You know, it's like
I know.
now you get what I listen. I haven't been myself. Listen for me. For how many years for how many years I had it was hard to be normal with everything going on.
I know.
It's kind of, and I still try to work and it still works.
See, what he's talking about is just that paranoia. But because he was guilty, it's interesting now knowing what we know.
So I don't think nobody ever got what was going on in my head.
No, I know that.
Nobody ever knew. But I always had a feeling.
No, I know that. I know that.
I remember, honest to God, I remember the last time that we all went to the sushi with Rome and we were taking video. You don't really want to know what I was thinking in my head.
Mm. We'll take care of Roman, but just hang in there, okay?
hang in there, Charlie.
I'm good. No, listen. I woke up today in jail, going to bed in jail. Nothing changed for me. Unfortunately, we didn't win. I don't even say it. I'm still in shock. I'm still, honestly,
I know.
I cried a little bit when I got in the cell, but I'm still.
You're strong. You're strong.
It's set in, but it hasn't set in, and it just.
Of course not.
It doesn't feel real, and it's almost like, if it makes any sense, it feels like it's no different than it was yesterday. I'm just in the same cell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like it's like my worst fucking nightmare, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I know, Charlie. I know. It's for all of us. It's for all of us, Charlie. It is for all of us.
I don't know what to say.
I don't know what to say either. We're here, Charlie. We're here. And anything that can be done, we're going to try to do. You know that.
No, I know, but don't. Do me one favor and don't get sick. Listen, tonight, please take something now if you haven't already.
We already did.
We did, Charlie. We did.
Take another one. But listen,
listen to this. We already did, Charlie. Take another one. These people were so strung out.
I love you guys. You're my parents.
I know.
I love you, Charlie. I love you.
We love you more than you.
But
hang in there. I don't want to make you cry, so you're just taking it easy tonight, okay?
Again, if I want to quit tonight.
Yeah, call us anytime. We're up.
Anytime, Charlie.
Okay.
Please, anytime.
Okay.
Call anytime, but a week from tonight, we'll be on a plane on the way to Dubai and then Vietnam. But you can call us anytime.
Love you. Love you. Love you.
Bye, sweetheart.
Love you.
Love you guys.
Love you.
Love you guys.
The caller has hung.
Hey,
Hon.
Hi,
how
Charlie.
are you guys?
It's been an hour. And he's called
We're
back.
okay.
We're all right.
I got, by the way, I only have like $15 on my phone.
On your phone.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it.
I'll take care of it right now. I'll take care of it right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I called Michael. I talked to him for like 20 minutes.
Yeah. No,
I didn't say he had texted you guys.
you did. What about commissary or eye care? What about those things?
I got food for. I'll get the food when I get back into the pod from the guys I gave it to. I'm not that hungry. They had chicken tonight. Chicken that I ate it. And they gave me 2 packages of tuna fish back. They'll give me my food back. Last night I thought I may be getting out today, so I gave away all my commissaries that I had saved up.
Does that not crack y'all up? He gave away all his commissary, and now he's going to go back and ask for it all back.
All right.
The 2 guys I gave it to, they'll give it right back. It's not, they're not keeping it or anything. But I'm just in this one cell for the night. So they just have me like, yeah, I'm just in a cell for the night. In the morning, the chief of the jail is going to come see me, and they're going to have they have like nurses that come and
Yeah, I wonder if
they're going to ask me a bunch of questions. I mean, I'm not suicidal, but I guess they just do that so they don't have a problem with you having you under observation, you know? I understand why they do it, but I told the sergeant to put
Yeah, Charlie's like, I'm not suicidal, but if you keep me in here, I'm going to kill myself. I'm like, you can't say that, Charlie.
me in here. I said, if you keep me in here long, I'm going to go fucking crazy. Like,
No, they'll let you go back. They'll see you're okay. They'll let you go back.
yeah, no, I'm fine. Listen, I woke up in jail. I'm back in jail. I've been here for a year and a half. I guess that was very big swing of emotions to go from like thinking you're getting out.
I know. We were all set.
Yeah.
It took a whole bunch of clothes from a couple of weeks ago. I packed up a suitcase for you. So when you came, I had it ready for you to go to a hotel with it. And I had everything ready for you. We were sure you were coming out.
I didn't, honestly, the way I've been to Tallahassee for a year and a half, I could tell the temperature up here. I could tell how everybody knew who I was. This was not a case that this was not a normal case that we should. This was a special case.
I know, honey.
You know,
I know.
This was not, and I said it, and I knew it, and I knew I should have. I knew what they wanted to do. You know, I stayed, and I saw it coming. I saw the freight train coming.
These people must have coached Linda Bailey.
Probably not. What else I can say? Everybody got to be strong.
You got to be strong.
Yeah. Just go for the stars. That's what it's doing,
Charlie.
What's that?
I'm saying we'll try to do everything we can to help you.
Don't give up, Charlie.
No, I'm not giving it up. I just listen. This was Tallahassee Super Bowl.
Yeah, don't give up. But we are going to go to Vietnam, and we're never going to see any of y'all ever again. So, thanks. Now he's talking about the Super Bowl of Tallahassee.
But when I sat, it's funny. I was so optimistic and everything. When I sat this morning and I saw what she was doing to close, and I kept writing down notes like, she's lying. Like, she's lying. Like, she's making shit up. Like, she's making issues of things that are not related to anything. It's not even evidence. They're just saying it's circumstantial evidence that I called my parents' home phone number. Like, and they put together an impressive pie chart that the 10th,
Yeah, that's
the
true.
10th grader could figure out there's nothing special about it. But she made it out to be special. Everything was special. Everything was boom, boom. What Wendy's book that she wrote became like, Wendy's putting down Tallahassee. Wendy never put down Tallahassee in her book, but she kind of spun it to be like,
She did not.
the way Wendy looks at that, like it was like Wendy was putting down Tallahassee. She wasn't putting down Tallahassee in her book. But it's the way it was, you take the text, and you take the email, and you take the book, put some more pictures of emails up, and you got the show.
I know.
Has anybody here read the book?
I'm sitting there and watching the show, and at the end of the show, she's quoting Ryan Fitzpatrick, who I didn't know in 2014. Giving information on 2014, and I'm like, what the fuck am I watching? Like I spoke to the guy twice in 2014.
So, Mr. C, these jail calls were evidence, I guess, for Donna's arrest, and that's why we got them, because they're discovery. But a lot of us have done FOIA requests for Donna's jail calls, and they said they're not going to release it. Now, that's what they're telling us, but I was disappointed.
He was my best friend in 14, evidently.
Evidently. I know, I heard it.
I'm like he was my best friend in 14. And then they say, listen, whatever the thing that he gave instructions is only like, whatever the prosecutor says or the defense attorney says in closing is not to be construed as evidence. It's not presented as evidence. They're just summarizing things in the case. You got to listen to what you heard during the trial. It doesn't go like that. These people just look and listen to the closing, and the way everything was like spun at the closing, I was like, this isn't reality. If these people are watching this is not reality, but they had this 2-hour production.
Yeah,
No,
she lied.
I
She lied several times. I know.
Yes, Wendy's book. I love it when Josh Zellman's like, Your Honor, I've read this book, and it is not an easy read. That was awesome. I've never read it. And I don't know why they think George is lying in his closing. Oh, they're Adelsons.
We will quit it.
like you did. Each person, has their own. It's like everybody who walks in has their own agenda, or a bone to pick, or a tail to spin, and everything just gets taken as like face value. Like I feel like a fool for even thinking or letting people convince me that I was gonna have a shot. I really feel stupid. So, they say, go if you've got insights that don't look at anyone else.
I agree. The calls are fave.
Hello? 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 Can you hear me? Hello? Hello?
The caller has hung up.
Hey.
It's the fourth call on the same day.
No, I couldn't. Did you hear
talk
me?
to my parents 4 times in a week.
No, not at all. If I was doing the same thing, it just went quiet.
And the bars didn't go down on my phone.
So you've got what? The same, they take your mattress and put it in another room?
Yeah, I rolled up my mattress, and I got a blanket, and it's just in another room. So it's like a solitary cell. It's got a camera in here, it's got curtains and glass, and it's just got a bed. I'll have contact with anybody. Hopefully, people won't be all night.
Different floor or same floor?
No, a picture of my pod you can't picture it, but there's like a concrete. It's my podcast. Is there 2 stories? You know, it's got a second level.
Right.
So it's got a second level and then a first level. And then on the halfway to the bottom, there's a concrete wall. And then they have all the suicide on a quarter pot underneath all the cells up on top. So it's like set up just like the pod is, but it's got a whole wall that divides it, and then it's got this 18 cells back here, 6 men, 6 women, and they got cameras in each one of them, and they have an office that sits and watches all the closed circuit cameras in each cell. And that's so there's a toilet, a sink, and it's got a bed, a slab, rolled up by mattress and blanket. They brought it in here, and it's you know it's for tonight, and I'm sure 5:30 in the morning, the
Wow.
company of rain.
$2,000.
5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, you can versus 6 o'clock. She can probably come through at some point, check me out of it. Hopefully allow me to go back to the pod that I came from.
Yeah.
I'll be there for at least another 30 days.
You know, Donna does look very medicated in her mugshot here. I imagine they had loaded up on the Xannies before the long flight they were expecting.
Transfer. I just thought I was going to get, honestly, I thought I was going to get a fair shake, and I never, put it this way, I never thought I was going to get a fair shake. I got led to believe that I was going to get a fair shake, and I started to believe it myself. You know, I just,
You know, Dan is right. Dan is writing to me while we're talking, Charlie.
yeah,
He said, hang in there. We're going to continue to fight. You just stay with it. Not giving up on you. Just wait.
And see, it was wrong that Rashbaum was even texting with Donna about the case and all that, because technically his loyalty should just be to Charlie. And he's like telling mommy everything. That's not how it works. It's not how it's supposed to work.
I know. It's just a big case for Tallahassee. It's not your normal case comes back on appeals and they let a guy go like that.
Yeah. Was he flying back to Miami?
He drove.
Oh, he drove.
I mean, I stayed around because I thought I would get a fair shake, but that's not what happened.
I know.
You know, it's like I should have stayed around for this.
That's right, Beach Mom. Like Carl said.
This is not something like, I don't know how, I just don't know how Dan was so optimistic. He was very optimistic, which I appreciate. But
because the case was good, and he was good, and you were good.
Well, they weren't good.
It was the jury, honey. It was just what you said.
There was no jury in Tallahassee that would have let me go. That was never going to happen. I mean, we were like outsiders up here. Let's put it that way. We were definitely outsiders and looked at as like people from another planet that shit on Tallahassee. You know, like she started doing that whole thing about Wendy's book. I was like,
are you kidding me? I know. What does that have to do with anything?
Well, it paints the picture.
That's what
You know, like, what are you doing? Why were emails a constant like theme? You probably lost 80% of this. Listen, you never win. You have to get it. The best you do is, like one of the guards was saying to me, he goes, the best you can do is hang. You have to have unanimous. I mean, 12 people have to vote your way. I mean, you think you're going to get all 12 people to vote your way? You're crazy.
Exactly, Rabbit.
Not up here. The best you do is hang. If you hang, then you do it. The best you do is hang. If you hang, you stay here. You stay until they retry it. And they get another bite of the apple.
Yeah.
You know, like, these people fucking hated me. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, they looked at
Easy to
me
hate.
like, you know, like some guy that's making $5 million a year.
Yeah.
I wasn't.
I know you weren't. Well, they're not finished, this family. It's just the start.
Well,
Okay, y'all tell me, when Donna just said that, they're not finished, this family, that's just the start. Is she talking about the Adelsons aren't finished or the Markells aren't finished? Because I could kind of see it either way, but I'd like to hear what y'all think.
I know.
Look, there's nothing, as you know, there's nothing you can do right now. You get through the night, you'll see these people in the morning, you get back to your cell. I'm going on to secure a check that lasts the money to the account, so it'll be okay. And you need commissary money too, right? Commissary and
Like the commissary, man. And I probably hold off on that. I got commissary money. I just need to get all my shit I need away.
So who's putting money on his books now? Because, I mean, Donna did all that, right? And I don't know that that's Harvey's thing. I mean, I guess they could pay, you know, there's these companies that manage trusts and they can pay people's bills. Because, you know, it's not Wendy or Jill or whoever.
well, check tomorrow and see what you have, and you'll tell me what to order for the eye care, okay?
Yeah, hold off until next weekend to order it. And then I think the first camp I get to, I don't think you can order commissary or something. We go a little bit without commissary. Trust me. Until I know it's safe for me to get stuff, I'm not gonna, like, wherever I go, until I know that it's safe, I'm not going to be ordering like I have, you know? Like I have my own cell, my own badge.
You said you're going to probably go back to your own cell tomorrow, right? Charlie? Hello?
Yeah, sorry, the bars just went down for a second. I'm back.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I thought tomorrow you'll go back to your own cell, right? The private cell?
Yeah, back to private room.
I'm going to be in Leon for
a month.
I'm going to be in Leon County at least for another month, because then they have sentencing, and then they'll move me after they do sentencing.
Yeah.
Like I'm only going to be here for probably a month, and then they usually do sentencing, and then they usually move you like the following Tuesday when the buses come. Then they move you to like an intake center. You learn all the stuff like you have to do. Kind of like they keep it like military. How they want things done, and then from there they'll tell me where they're going to ship me.
I mean, Charlie's just like, yeah, I'm going to go and do this. I'm going to go to the reception prison, and just like it's all normal here. I didn't think about that. I bet you're right. I bet there are those women that like go after prisoners. I didn't think about that. One night on TikTok, I got sucked into some TikTok live, and it's this girl, and like she pen pals with men in prison, and now she's engaged with one, and he goes before the parole board in February. I can't even stop watching it.
Someone can pick it apart. So, last thing I need is for you guys to get sick of, because I don't really have much else.
You're going to be fine, Charlie.
Yeah.
I just need you to be okay. It'll be fine.
Yeah, no, I'm going to take a shot. I'm still in jail. I was in jail yesterday and in jail today. I'd be more comfortable if I was in my cell. I'd be more comfortable if I was around the people that I talk to.
Right.
Walk around the little rec deck area.
It's already 9:30. They'll put the lights out at 11, so hopefully you get to go to sleep. And,
No, and this time, well, I have that. I don't know.
they don't set the lights on?
No, but I can honestly, I've gotten to the point I just put my head underneath the blanket, and then it's dark. I've got a sheet,
Yeah.
and then I've got a thick blanket. So I do that, and then I can sleep.
Okay.
So, no, I'm in here, and it's just pacing around. They don't set the lights on. They got the cameras on it.
Okay.
Well, they have a guard sitting watching the cameras. So, I don't know. I just literally was really thinking I was getting out.
Yeah.
We all did. We all did.
That's what we all
It's just a shock.
I came to believe I was getting out, but like the temperature here in Tallahassee wasn't time. You know what I mean? It's just like
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
like the way everybody's reacting to everything. It was like everybody's drinking the Kool-Aid too much.
Yes, we did.
I should have.
I know.
I would say trust your gut instinct.
Yeah.
Like, should have trusted my gut.
I know.
Instead of listening
Your gut's always
to
right.
people.
Yeah, that's Charlie telling Mom, get the hell out. I'm hoping this is going to end in a second, and then I'm going to start the other
Oh,
video.
yeah. No, and then I have like, people convince me otherwise, and then I'm like, oh, okay. No, I'm cool. Should have gone with my gut instinct. Like, it was so, trust me, it was so on, it was ridiculous. Like, my gut instinct was so on, but I didn't trust my gut.
I love Animal House.
Like, that's when we get it. Like a good gut instinct. It's a good gut instinct.
Yeah, I know.
I trust it. I knew when I was sitting eating sushi with Roman that last time that I was with him. Like when we all went to sushi in Weston.
Yeah.
Remember, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I look at the pictures all the time. I know exactly what you're talking about.
You know the video when I'm eating sashimi with him?
Yeah.
I swear to God on my life, I knew when I was sitting there taking the video with him. I just did. That's what was going through my head. Wasn't enjoying the moment as much as I was thinking, like, life was on video. Really, I had a weird, with the turtles. It was weird. It was almost like an out of body. I felt like it was out of body experience while I was doing that.
Okay, we'll definitely pick that up another time. But I am going to close this stream and open another one for Wendy's testimony in Charlie's trial. I think we'll do like maybe an hour, if that's good, because it is 3 hours. I don't want to do 3 hours. So I'm thinking we do 1 hour, and then maybe another night this week we'll do 2 hours. So sounds good, and I hope y'all can join. So it'll be active in a moment. It'll be another link. Just that way I've got the videos under different categories. I'm a little OCD.